welcome back to your podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Beth Anne.
And I'm Kaylee.
And we're just kidding. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Beth Anne.
And we're so glad you're here.
I noticed that I look at the camera, which is our people, whenever I'm saying
morning.
And you look at me, but it makes me feel seen.
Okay.
And that's the pick me in me.
I do like to look at the camera, but then I'm worried about moving my mouth away from the mic and having just like a distorted volume. Do you know what I mean?
I do, but I think with us being here, no other noises, just our voices and the mics, I think it's picking it up. Do you know?
No, it's picking it up. It's just like a matter of, you know how we be further away sometimes when we're laughing. It just feels distant. Please don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, of course I know what you're talking about because I felt distant last evening.
You felt distant last evening.
I was self-tanning in the bathroom, and I was getting really excited because I'd seen a text from you that said, let's browse on my laptop. Let's look at everything I put in the cart. We're making an order from Sabo Skirt. It could be Sabo, but I think it's Sabo. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to look at all these new clothes for our upcoming trip.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I get done self-tanning, and I come back in the room, and
an
you're
hour
headed
later.
Upstairs.
Well, because it had been an hour, and I had already been looking on Sabo Skirt for an hour, adding to cart for an hour.
I know, but what made you go upstairs?
Well, I was just so tired. I could tell that we were on different wavelengths as far as timeline. The lights were still on in your room. You were still sticky from your self-tan. I'm wanting to wind down. You're wanting to look at everything. I've already been looking at everything for an hour. So at that point, I did have to dismiss.
Yeah, but then you FaceTimed me. We proceeded to talk for 30 more minutes.
It's just I needed to be in my place of rest. I didn't want to have to think about like laying next to you for another hour. I love that part. But having to get up after that, I didn't want to have to think about, oh, I have to get up. This isn't where I'm sleeping.
I didn't want to have to think about laying next to you
Beth
for
Anne.
another hour.
Beth Anne. Párate.
What?
I think that means stop.
I don't know. Paga a la luz.
I need my Latina girlies to weigh in. I think that means stop. I would ask ChatGPT, but we're getting dragged through the mud right now.
Let them.
Apparently,
any publicity is good publicity, babe.
no, literally.
I mean,
but using ChatGPT uses an insane amount of energy and water and stuff that honestly is too much for me to understand.
using
and
ChatGPT uses too much energy, and
I don't. Yeah. Oh, okay. Because this is a comment that I got. Like, do I believe them? Sure. I'm not saying they're wrong. It's just, what does that have to do with me? You know what I mean?
for sure.
Like, this was created as a resource. It's a thing. I mean, there's just so many things in this world. Like, ChatGPT is not our biggest issue. ChatGPT is hurting the environment, Moomas. Come on now, let's pay attention. Like,
It's like becoming a vegetarian.
Oh, water consumption and energy. Look it up. 500 milliliters of water each prompt. Okay. What?
If someone could sit me down and explain to me the correlation between me asking ChatGPT and water consumption,
Yeah. But until then,
I'd pay.
I'll be conversing with my mans. Chat. I did call it a her, but I think
It's
gender
interchangeable.
fluid.
It's very gender fluid. No, yeah, I brought up.
I
like,
didn't
being
mean
a
to-
vegetarian.
What?
I was just gonna say, like, I brought up being a vegetarian because, like, not that I've like truly ever thought about it, but it did like cross my mind, like, could I help in any way? Mainly when I just see the big, huge trucks carrying the chickens. If I didn't rely on meat so much, and it's not about the ecosystem, okay, it's just about what gives me energy,
Of
and what
course.
provides fuel to me. Like,
We're low iron girlies. We don't really have an option to skimp out on
don't
red
get me
meat.
wrong, like, I take my Mary Ruth's iron multivitamin. It's in the fridge. She gets taken. But a snack for me is heated up ground turkey. A
Yeah.
snack for me is beef jerky. A snack for me is honestly a steak. A snack for me is
Yeah.
horse head turkey meat. A snack for me is a chomp stick. It's always something to do with meat. That's just what gets me. And whenever
Yeah.
you have a protein goal of 170 grams, I'm sorry, I'm just
Like
not relying on
lentils
tofu.
and almonds isn't going to cut it.
Especially because I can't have all the fat in almonds.
Right.
We have macros, bae.
We got macros, bae, and I will always be a meat eater. I'm a meat eater.
ChatGPT and water having any correlation is like
Insane.
in the membrane. And the fact that people know that is more insane.
Yeah, but
They had to
apparently we should know
ChatGPT
that
it to
too.
find
Yeah.
it out. You know what? Ask Chat. Why not?
Okay.
Let's just see if they know a thing or two about themselves.
How much energy
And water.
are you, how much energy and water are you using to answer this question right now?
Our fridge is using a lot of energy and water to answer this question right now. It keeps making noises.
Okay. Great question. Answering a question like this involves a small amount of energy and water, mostly tied to the data center operations that power this model. Here's a rough estimate. 0.1 to 1 watt hour. This is about the same as charging a smartphone for a few minutes.
Not
Water
enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Water
Are
is
y'all going to
mainly
quit
used-
charging your iPhones?
Okay, quit charging your iPhones.
Let it die.
Quit charging your iPhone. And you know what? And this leads me to my say with my chest, because I've been so irritated lately getting new device. And lately is in the last several years, but getting new devices that require a new box,
It's not provided.
and it's not provided. We should all just stop charging our phones. It's the way that we would not be able to charge our phones if we didn't go buy a box separately.
Apple did something.
And my Ultra Human Ring, no box, no plug-in box. If I need it, include it. Pants come with a zipper. Shoes come with laces. Earrings come with backs.
Often an extra
Bras
pair of
come with
laces.
clasps.
That's right.
I don't.
If it requires it,
It is the
include it.
cheapest. Like, y'all are $1 billion business. You're cheap.
I think Apple caught on to the fact that some iPhones were able to also double as MacBook chargers. So they removed that narrative as well, because I just got the new MacBook.
Yep, you're exactly
Not
right.
the same plug-in.
We haven't even talked about this yet, but I noticed. It was like,
They took it back to the olden days.
Yep.
And I'm like, you really just did that to hurt us.
Yeah, they did it on purpose.
I know. I need to quit showing them so much love because they don't show us enough.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And we need everybody that is on the ChatGPT train. You're shutting that down. Shut down your iPhone.
Shut it down. Quit charging it.
Quit
You're
charging
taking
it.
up too many 0.1s to the watts
Yeah.
and the gallon liters. Okay.
Point 1. Yeah, to the watt hours.
How did you feel about our Flicks and Feels movie this past week?
Are we already moving into Flicks and Feels? I feel like I haven't touched.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to jump the gun at all whatsoever.
Okay. You were just like
oopsie
asking.
daisy.
Well, I kind of want to reverse back to. You felt lonely in the sheets last night, so I was not there to comfort.
No, I mean I was with Miss Fee. Like I wasn't that lonely.
know, sweet girl.
She was whimpering. I think she was in a little bit of pain. Miss Fee got spayed yesterday, and she did so good. Like they just acted like she was the queen of the universe because she is. But she also got all of her vaccines.
Yeah.
So now that was a double whammy.
I love going to the vet and being around people who love your animal as much as you do.
Real.
And love so many animals.
I kind of love when they act like it's just another day in their life, because I'm like, I love your confidence kink. Like,
Yes.
saw Dr. Bates for a brief, like didn't have a meeting with him or anything, just saw him in passing.
Hey.
And he's like, hey, I don't know if she needs the trazodone. You might need the trazodone. The trazodone is the calming medication. And he's just like, so casual. I'm like,
He's so funny.
And I think she's been in a little bit of pain, but not, but she's doing okay.
Nothing pushing.
Nothing pushing, and her incision is covered up. She has tried to lick it the few times that I've taken off her surgery suit. She's tried to lick it, which we can't be having that 'cause it's got to be dry.
No, that's why we
But
have
I
the
thought
surgery
the
suit
surgery suit was going to have a cut or like a slit for her to TT, which it doesn't, which is no problem. You just kind of peel it
on. Take
apart.
her tail out, pull her legs. Okay.
I was made, so far at least, I was made to be a dog mom.
Yeah. Agree.
I'm very maternal.
Yes.
I always have been. My mom used to drop Kaylee and I both off. You've always been maternal as well. But you would probably think that you're more maternal than I. I don't know if you would describe me as maternal, but I do feel maternal.
You
Anyway,
are maternal.
Thank you, Kaylee. Mom would drop us off.
You're maternal, but you're probably just a little bit more selfish. Like, you don't want to, in the best way. You have your time and your schedule, and you don't really want anything to get in the way of that. But also, when you were in your babysitting era,
I wasn't selfish.
You were not at all. And you did anything and everything for those kiddos. So I'm not calling you selfish. I just mean in terms of you having your own children, I feel like you're going to be a little bit more selfish with your time before
They'll just
you
be
have
a
children.
part of what I'm doing when they don't have any, when they can't control it. Like when they don't have practices, when they're not old enough to like speak and walk and talk and make life all about them, life will still be about me.
Yeah.
Like get in the car. I mean, even when I would babysit, you know, a 7-month-old or something, like we're strapping in, we're running our errands, we're going to UPS. Like we're going to hang out, we're going to rock. You're not going to miss your nap time. But also Miss Beth has some places to be, some people to see.
And I feel that way too.
And that's how it is as a dog mom. Like get in the car, she has a car seat.
Yeah.
And
We're going.
we spend plenty of time doing the things that she loves, but there has to be a balance.
Of course.
So
It's 60-40. 60 what mama wants.
You know. So do you think that I'm more selfish than you? Like, what made you say it was kind of like, you know, you were saying that you weren't selfish, but I am. I just wonder if you feel.
No, it's not that I don't think I'm selfish, because when I think about a timeline of having children, I'm not so eager that I want to give up my life to take care of someone else right now. I'm not there yet. So I would say I'm also being selfish with my time, or that's just, you know.
And it doesn't have to be selfish in a negative way.
No.
I think it's such
It's
a
just
positive
not yet.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a positive thing. And I'm not saying your life stops when you have children. And this conversation is just so overdone. So we're not
we don't
getting
need to
into it.
appease everyone here.
But it's not
the same.
It's not the same.
It's beautiful in a different way.
And yeah, and so
But I like this beauty right here, right now.
Right.
A lot.
And I am not calling you selfish, but can you admit that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I know that.
If I, have something to do and I want you part of it, but you already had in your mind something you were going to do, you're like, well, no, because I was going to. And it could just be like you were going to go on a walk, but since you had it in your head, you have to go on a walk. And for me, it's like, well, I need help filming this ad, but I'm inconveniencing you because you're supposed to go on your walk. And that's what you had in your head, and you just can't, like, in your mind rearrange. Like, I'm going to help Kaylee with this ad because it's important. It's her job, and she needs help, and she can't do everything by herself.
When have I never helped
I just
you?
feel like sometimes you're not doing it with, like, joy in your heart.
Well, that was kind of yesterday. I was telling you, this is due at 3, this is due at 3, this is due at 3. We have to go pick up Fiona as well. But then you also had some ad obligations to attend to.
We both had work obligations. Mine was going to take 15 minutes, and it did.
But I noticed how you did it first rather than coming home to knock it out.
Because what we had to do with you was hours long and like into the afternoon, and then we had to go get Fiona. And what I had to do was I had to do it at home.
But
and you were like, you're going to have time. Yeah.
It was also due at 3.
Yes. You were like, you're going to have, you can just, can you just work on that in between me like doing outfit changes? We were filming an ad for Beth Anne for a clothing brand, and she had to do different outfit changes, and we were going all around Athens taking pictures in the wild and all these things, and that was beautiful, and I literally loved it.
There we go.
I loved it. But you were getting irritated with me because I was like, I will be ready to leave at 12:30. You're like, can you just do it in between me changing outfits?
And I'm like, felt like what you could do could be done on the phone. What I needed to do had to be done out in the wild.
And what I had to do had to be done at home with a blow dryer. Anyway.
Oh, happy day. Happy day.
I didn't mean to send us down a spiral of you being selfish. It's really, I'm not calling you a selfish human being.
I have no idea where this started. It's this entire conversation. Oh, that I was made to be a dog mom.
Yes.
I'd like to rephrase. I was made to be Fiona's mom.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love you.
What else do you have to say? You're full of it today, babe. I mean,
I want to ask the producer to weigh in, but he might not want to go there.
Oh, the producer.
What did you say?
The producer told me on his own the other day that I, how did he word it? I think maybe I told him that he was particular. He was like, oh, I hope you don't think that you're not particular. It's like,
Maybe she was trying to say I like to have it my way. I said no.
You like to have it. And if it's not, it's going to be everyone else's problem.
okay. So our producers, Laneith, and Laneith and Kaylee have this brother-sister syndrome. And they gang up on me. They gang up on me, and it's so funny. But
No, we love you so.
I'm going to get those 10K steps.
Okay. Your job can wait. My walk starts now.
Who is texting me? I feel like my wrist is about to blow up wearing this Apple Watch.
Oh, me. No, yeah, this morning, I woke up on my own because it was storming.
Whoa.
Beth Anne, are you going to have this inkling of hostility throughout the remainder of the episode? Because
Well, it's like you're selfish and I woke up on my own.
no.
It's what it's gonna be. Like, okay, I
No.
didn't.
No, that's okay. I'm irritated.
I don't know why.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Well, what
love
time? The thunder woke you up.
the thunder woke me up. It's not like I woke up all refreshed on my own. I wasn't refreshed.
Thunderstruck.
Beth Anne. Hey, Kaylee. Let me rephrase. I didn't wake up on my own. The thunder woke me up. It was sudden, abrupt, heavy. I thought it was coming through the window. It was very scary. I did not go back to sleep, and I was wishing that I was in your clutches.
And then I believe you did that ad that you needed to do.
No, and then I literally filmed an ad at 6:30 this morning. So
That's true.
it's kind of like I work around the clock to make this world go round.
You and ChatGPT are so similar. 0.1 to a watt. Thank goodness we didn't move on to flicks and feels. We've had way too much fun talking about each other.
Well, what else?
Well, I
Like-
love these Minky Couture blankets we've got.
I'm obsessed with these Minky Couture blankets we've got. Devin Cordell did a collab with Minky Couture, and these are a couple of her designs. There's also green and pink. So freaking cute.
She did it to him, and honestly, if I could pick any two, it would be these two.
Yeah, same.
Fire.
But yeah, how did you sleep?
I slept so good, but no, I did hear her whining a couple of times, and that scared me because I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's champagne, it's champagne." That is one thing with the dog; they don't necessarily speak words,
Right.
but I did gave her her pain med this morning, and she of course only ate it with her Benefol,
of course.
the wet food. She
Yeah.
loves and adores it. They told me she's gonna be constipated for a few days. I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Has she gone?
No,
Okay. So they were right.
yeah, I just like to know things like that. 'Cause I get
Same.
worried.
So you can be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared. But yeah, we can move into Flicks and Feels. If you're new here to your podcast, Flicks and Feels is our movie segment where we have you guys write into yourpudcast@gmail.com, give us movie suggestions, or we just come up with one. And this last week, we watched Another Simple Favor with Blake Lively, and I don't know her name in real life, Stephanie. And I wasn't sure at first. I'm like, okay, is this even good?
I feel like I know why it wasn't in the movie theaters. I posed that question last week, and I was like, I wonder why that's not, because it's not really movie theater
it's
material.
a corny film. The original was kind of corny.
It's like they did it all in one day.
Completely agree. Okay, Lenny loved it.
Producer loved it.
He
He was
was
getting a kick out of it.
I did too. I really liked it. I'm just
I did
saying,
too.
at first, I was like really confused, and they tied it
You
all in.
don't want to take it too seriously, because you'll start cringing.
Yeah.
You have to take it for what it's worth, that it is corny on purpose and a little funny and a little, like, quote, bad acting on purpose. It's not bad acting, but
I get a kick out of Stephanie.
kick. And I hope she's that way in real life. That's my thing.
And
I
for
get
some reason,
obsessed
I
with
feel like she is. And then I also feel like that's how Blake Lively is in real life. Oh, I don't want to say that about somebody, but it's just the feeling I get.
yeah, like her mean
Hope,
persona.
charity, faith.
Well, really, Charity.
Do you know who you're talking
Charity
about?
was the meanie, but beanie butt, because she was so crazy.
Yes.
Hope really wasn't. She was really evil in the first one, but then she was the one that came around at the end to like save Stephanie.
Is Hope who we knew as Emily? Hope's dead. Emily is Faith.
Emily is. Oh, Emily's
No.
Emily. Emily's Emily. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, out of the triplets, Hope goes by Emily now. Yeah, literally could not keep it straight.
I see now because I totally forgot. Ugh, I have a sneeze coming.
Bless you. Oh my goodness.
I didn't know which way to go, so I just went up. No, I remember now that Hope or Emily was once Hope. Okay, that makes total sense because yes, Emily is just Emily, but then she did go by Hope because they were like, "Which one are you?" Da da da. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
and
it. I love the twist
hated
they
that they
did.
had to freaking kill off
The Hoobie.
the husband.
He was a hunk.
He was also the mafia, but like, period.
He's brave. Like we love a good soldier. You know.
They had it going on. They made us think that there was gonna be a third episode or a third whatever.
I think there might be
Third one in the series. Because just the way that they ended it. With Emily and the mafia mom.
Mm-hmm.
I really did think that it was good. I just had to touch on the essence of it. You'd be a little corny, but like still so good.
Still so good. I have not finished the last 30 of You, this season of You,
You have 30 minutes left in the whole season?
because I want to save it for my 12 through 30.
Oh my gosh.
To get me through my 12 through 30.
Tremendous planning.
Absoluteless.
Yeah.
But it brought me there because I was wondering if they were going to have a season 4. Which, again, I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Well, crap. Where are you now?
I'm at the part, if you're watching You or you plan to watch You, the new season,
La 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 this part.
I'm at the part where he's having to erase all the things that he wrote in Gwen's book.
Yes. He's at gunpoint.
He's at gunpoint.
Ooh, you're not ready.
I think I like Louise.
Mm-hmm. She's been stupid.
She's been stupid, but she's redeeming herself.
She's redeeming herself, and she's just a victim of a narcissist and a psychopath, and we can just be in a serial.
Why did I not really realize until this season how many people he's truly killed?
I know.
Hello? I was like thinking I had missed seasons, them showing all the flashbacks.
I know.
Of everyone.
It makes me want to go back and, well, I don't know if
See, I hang on to people as who they are in TV shows and movies. So like Meredith Grey will always be Meredith Grey no matter what she's in. Blake Lively will just always be
like another
honestly
simple favor
another
or like
simple
Gossip
favor
Girl.
or yeah, but I didn't really watch Gossip Girl that much.
I did.
So. This guy, isn't this Chuck Bass?
No.
Who is this?
Beth Anne.
Who's Joe?
Who is Chuck Bass? Hey, I have an idea. Ask chat. I'm freaking out. This is why. Okay.
1 of a watt.
Our friends make fun of us because we don't know
Who anyone is.
anybody. We don't know pop culture. We don't know what's going on in the news. We don't know celebrities. We don't know.
We're
watch
working on
the
it.
awards. We don't watch the Met. And I guess we just could start. But when I think about trying to learn about all these other people, it's like literally for what? I mean, let us know if y'all want us to, mention fun things going on in society on the Pood. But I think that we can go without a lot of that. We do.
I also don't know. I never know what's true.
I don't know
I'm
what's
seeing-
true.
So I don't want to believe a false narrative. Like everyone has me believing that Blake Lively is a bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if you're a bitch, then I don't really want to support you.
Right. But who knows? And so I just don't even want to take my mind there.
So many people say so many false things about
What?
us. And it's like, we're not even on that caliber.
We're not even in Hollywood. Yes.
No,
and plenty of rumors are spread about us.
In my delusional little land we are. So Joe Goldberg, so like to me, he'll always just be like Joe. Like,
Joe
I'll never
Goldberg.
know him
What's
as
his name in
anything
real
else.
life?
That's what I have to figure out.
Beth Anne, Chuck Bass is the character on Gossip Girl. In real life, his name is Ed Woodward. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, look at me. Ed Westwood. Okay.
Figure it out, chat. Pin Badgley. See,
Ed-
I'll never know you as
Ed
Pin
Westwick.
Badgley.
I think this is Ed Westwick. That's
Dude,
Chuck Bass.
look at Pin Bagley.
Dude, I know.
Dude. But
Beth Anne.
I love you.
No, I love you so much.
Even
You
though
made me
I'm
laugh
so
hard.
selfish. I woke up on my own.
Stop.
I have.
I have to sniff, so I'm going to step away from the mic. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. I really need to blow her out, but I'm just going to do that after the episode. So, y'all, we have some updates on Brice Advice. So freaking excited. Y'all know we always want follow-ups. If you're new here to Your Podcast, Brice Advice is our advice segment where we have you guys write into yourpudcast@gmail.com and submit some questions you have that you need advice about. Family, friends, foes, drama, whatever's going on, the workplace, questions about fitness, your doogies, your poopies.
Mistress. Mister.
Yeah. The juicier, the better.
We love the photos. Anyone that has sent a photo, it's just been so great for us to kiki over. So thank you.
And keep them coming. So we have an update from a couple episodes back. We had a moomsie who went on a date, and she felt like, she posed a funny question. Did my date kill off his cows to get out of a date with me? Basically, they showed up for a date and he had to leave because he was getting a call that someone drove through his pasture and ran over and killed some cows. Okay. So she was worried because they had texted a little bit that night and just the next morning
he had ghosted
and she hadn't heard from him in a day. And we were like, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He will reach back out. You need to give him a few days.
Of course.
Give him a week. Okay. You're not crazy, queen. You have really good instincts and intuition, except for he definitely did not kill off his cows on purpose.
You're having a belch?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I had a little bit of indigest. You know me. Okay. But she wrote in this morning, and it's been over 10 days since she's heard from this man.
What?
So
I am really shocked
I'm
right now.
really surprised. And I said this, I think when we were giving advice, I said, he could be taking us for a ride. I think he's
It's fair.
I think he's alive. Assuming he's alive.
Okay.
She just hasn't heard back from him. And
okay, the plan was to ghost.
the plan was to not follow up. We told you if he doesn't respond, don't reach out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still firm on that because you were so sweet and you did nothing wrong.
And since you handled it,
And you still have your grace, you still have your dignity. But
since you
texting
handled it so
again-
well, don't leave room to stain that. Don't leave room to mess that up. Leave it at, I handled that so well. Because the more you try to intercede
and try to figure out and draw conclusions and what happened, or maybe he just forgot. Like maybe I should just text him and follow up and see how he's doing. Shame on him. He
has
sees
your
your
number.
name in his inbox. If he
He
hasn't
also
chose to click
knows
on it
what
and text you
happened.
back,
Like, he knows he left because some cows were ran over.
And yeah, it's been 10 days. He could still text back though.
Yeah, he could, but I
Be
don't
like,
trust
wow,
that.
it's been. I know.
Because what's he gonna say? There's nothing good enough. You
Yeah.
know, I've just been really down in the dumpies. Like that's fine, but you tell me that. You communicate with me.
Like be a man and communicate.
What did she say?
So we got pictures too. He definitely has cows.
Okay.
And he's like cute. Is he cross-eyed?
I think he's just trying to use
No.
both eyes to look at the camera. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to use both eyes to look at the camera. Do you know what I mean?
Beth Anne, I'm Okay, let me pick up my phone so nobody sees
He's
that. on
cute. Is he cross-eyed?
YouTube. He's so cute.
I'm not gonna make it
through this. He's so cute, but you can do without him.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes back, that's great, but nah, do without him.
What'd
We're
she
so
say?
proud of you.
Oh, that was it?
Stay strong. Well, yeah. She just. That was pretty much it. That was pretty much the update.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Queen, for following up. This is what we live for.
Dang,
we live for the
you were
pics.
literally right after all. That's great. I apologize for calling you crazy.
No,
of course, it was never in a negative lie. Like, I love to be called a little crazy.
No, and we
But-
weren't calling you crazy like crazy.
You're
for
so
real.
crazy. Like, we were just
like, relax. We just
he's
wanted
gonna
to
text you. He is seriously probably mourning those cows like no other.
He's honestly probably just been going. Think about how
much money?
Oh, yeah, that's
Like,
honestly
he lost.
That's something to think about. But just think about how hard, truly, depending on how many cows he lost, this must be, and if this is his business, like he could really just be going through it right now.
And
And
he's
10 days is not even 2 weeks, and he could
Yeah.
even follow up next month and be like, "Hey."
honestly, okay, fair, Kaylee.
He might just not have time in his schedule to go on a date.
And the God honest truth is, you're still kind of a stranger to him. It's like, I don't really owe this girl anything yet. Do you know what I mean? It's no offense to you. This could be anyone. Like, compared to
Yeah.
what just happened to him, he's like, okay, by no means can I handle what's going on. Like,
Right.
no, I cannot deal with her. You haven't done anything wrong. It's not dealing with you, but it's like in comparison to what's happened to him.
And
He's
think
like, oh
about
my
just
God.
in our day to day and things that we have to do, and someone asks us to go have dinner, and we just cannot for a week, or we have to plan it 2 weeks out or whatever. And that's just dinner with friends. So a date, it just might not be in his realm right now. He could follow back up.
Yeah.
But again, wait on him. Nope. Don't wait on him. But don't text him.
Right.
Just, you know.
You
if
want to
he
read off
reaches
a
out.
fresh one? Or do you want me to?
I want to read off a fresh one.
Okay.
So our first Bryce Advice of the day. Hey, girly pops, I need advice on what to do for my friend's wedding in October. Basically, she asked me to be a bridesmaid, and I said yes, but I've been having second thoughts about it and kind of want to back out, which I know will be a pain on her part, but also we have enough time that it really shouldn't matter that much. For context, she already has a pretty big wedding party of 1 maid of honor and 6 bridesmaids, which feels overwhelming for me to be a part of. It also partially feels like I was only asked because she wanted a big party. I know we're close and she does want me in the wedding, but I think we've drifted apart recently. You're making me laugh.
I'm checking myself out.
Oh, you're checking yourself out.
I
You're
was
so
just
funny.
like, do I have that, like neck rolls? But then it was kind of fine. Like, obviously, I have a few, but
I feel like I'm doing the most to get up on this mic. Like I'm sitting so awkwardly.
I think
but
I'm gonna lean
whatever.
down here and look at you without this bar in my face.
Please do. I know we're close and she does want me in the wedding, but I think we've drifted apart recently and I feel like maybe I'm just another number to her. I also am really not fond of her fiance. I met him only twice in the 1.5 years that they've been together, and both times he just did not leave a great impression on me or my husband. I did talk with her around this time last year and asked if we could do more double dates so my husband and I could get to know him, as he's only said like 4 words to us in the time they've been together. But I was the only one planning or reaching out, and neither her or her fiance have really made an effort to become a close-knit group. I know life can take people down different paths, but it feels like she really dove in headfirst to this guy, and since then has not made time for friends. Her whole world revolves around him and only him, which I understand. It's just hard to feel like she even really does want me to be in her wedding when she hardly talks to me anymore. Okay. This is the thing. Her bridal party, for one, is not very big. That's a good size. I mean, 1 maid of honor and 6 bridesmaids. I've gone to a wedding where they've been 18 bridesmaids up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Let me say
think
that is far too many, but anyways.
Yeah, far. I don't think that she just asked you to be a bridesmaid because she wanted a big party. I don't think that's it. And I don't think she's purposefully not spending time with you. She wouldn't have asked you to be a bridesmaid. That's like a pretty big deal to be a bridesmaid unless you don't have that many friends in general.
Depending on what her personality is like. 'Cause I mean, those pictures, the memories, all of that, it's very sacred. It's like,
Yes, but also if y'all have been friends and at the end of the day you would call her a friend, backing out of her wedding will end your friendship, or like always put a major wedge that's just causing more trouble than it needs to be. You've already said yes. She asked you to be a bridesmaid. You've already said yes. Be a bridesmaid. Go through the day. This happens all the
ultimately,
time.
being a bridesmaid is about the wedding day, not so much y'all hanging out leading up to the wedding day.
Ideally, it's like your bridesmaids are your best friends.
Of
Those are people
course,
you talk to all the time. But plenty of girls and guys dive into relationships where then they just desert their friends and they just think, well, those are my friends. We can hang out anytime. And then months and months go on. Half a year goes on. A year goes by and you realize you haven't spent any intentional time with those people that were once so close to you before your relationship. And I think that's just where she's at, is she's with this man. She's planning a wedding. I would not feel so much concern of her not hanging out with you all the time. She's probably not hanging out with that many of her girlfriends. You're probably not the only bridesmaid that feels this way or close friend of hers that feels this way.
Yeah.
I think definitely stick it out through the wedding day. And then maybe it's even a conversation you have after the fact. Like, it's really made me sad that we haven't got to spend a lot of time together, even when we've tried to plan double dates, things for us to all do together, if you really want that. But otherwise, it might just be a, lost friendship because
I think moving forward too, even after the wedding day, you would have more regret about backing out than you would about being in it and being part of it. Because I think it's going to be a beautiful day and it can even be something beautiful for your friendship. And it's not
because it's like, okay, I'm not going to be a
out.
bridesmaid anymore. It's going to turn into a huge conversation. It's really going to hurt her feelings. And then are you even going to go to the wedding anymore? Like, it's just,
and then you'd be like the
much
drama
trouble
of the group and everyone will be talking about you. You'll just kind of be like the problem girl. Like, no, and you're not the problem girl.
And you know the full story. You know that you've asked her to hang out. You know that she's been the distant one in the friendship. But if it's like, okay, I don't know, we're going to say your name is Caitlin. It's not, but Caitlin. And then all the other bridesmaids, well, Caitlin backed out because Ashley isn't spending enough time with her. Like, it's not a good, even though you are coming from like a genuine place and this is something really weighing on you and it's not like you're being shallow about it. It will just come across that way and it's just more trouble than it's worth to back out. You need to stick it out.
You need to stick it out. I think that if she didn't want you to be a part of her wedding, she would remove you as a bridesmaid and not vice versa. She wants you in it and a part of it, regardless of how you feel about it.
Totally.
Not regardless of how you feel, but like if you feel that she just wanted to meet a certain number, have this big party, whatever.
That can just be on her.
Yeah. You just be the best little bridesmaid you can be, queen. You're going to be gorgeous.
Yes, you're going to be gorgeous.
You're going to be gorgeous.
So our second Brice Advice says, my sister.
Okay.
My husband's brother dated a girl last year. He is not one to date casually, so this is a big deal. Me and my sister-in-laws all got super close with her, and she really became a part of the family and was even at the family table at my wedding last year. Her and my brother-in-law ended up breaking up. I guess he just thought it didn't feel right and didn't want to pursue a relationship if he didn't feel like she was the one. Me and my sister still stayed friends with her, though we have hung out multiple times since they broke up because we still love her and we all still wanted to be friends. Fast forward to now, he recently started dating a new girl. I actually know her, but not super close friends or anything. Our question is, do we tell our friend, his ex, that he's dating someone new? And do we try to distance ourselves now or stay close friends with her? We don't want to hurt the feelings of our brother or his new girlfriend by still being friends with his ex. But on the other hand, we still love his ex and don't want her to think we're abandoning her because she did genuinely become our friend. We just need some guidance on how to handle the situation to avoid hurting anyone's feelings. We've been praying about it as well, but thought a little Brice advice wouldn't hurt. Okay. You can totally stay friends with her.
100%.
Y'all became friends. That has nothing to do with him. They broke up. And she's your friend. What, he's going to be upset with you because y'all are still friends? Well, you dated her, so you liked her at one point too. And just because y'all aren't soulmates doesn't mean we can't be friends. I don't think he's going to be irritated. Most guys, like, whatever, y'all can still be friends. The girl situation, more so, let's speak on the girl. I don't think you have to come out and tell her on a Friday night dinner date, hey, queen, Joe's dating Sierra.
It
She has
just
a new
kind
girlfriend.
of,
You
it
don't
plants
have to.
bad mojo, and you don't want to assume that she still cares. Like either way, it's going to affect her in some way. You know, everyone
And
has,
she's
like,
going to find out, but I don't think you have to tell her. I mean, don't lie about
you're
it.
not doing her wrong. You're not being disloyal. You're not doing her a disservice. It's not spiteful. It's not anything to not tell her. There's nothing wrong with not telling her. If it were to come up naturally in a conversation, sure, acknowledge that you know it.
And talk about
But
it
don't-
is to the extent that she wants to, I feel like.
Yeah, but don't make it your place to fill her in. Like you're not, you know, and of course, you know, y'all's relationship and how she feels about him and stuff better than we do. But we've had a similar situation happen in our own lives recently where a girl really liked this guy. He ended up dating this other one. We're all texting like, oh my God, did you see? Did you see? They're like, are you going to tell her? And it's like, well, it's not really our place. It has nothing to do with this girl. Ultimately, it has nothing to do with the ex. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that is tying them together to where she needs to know what's going on in his life and vice versa.
No,
is what
but
I'm
if it
trying to say.
organically comes up or if she sees something on Facebook, then totally have a conversation about it. But also, you wouldn't go to your brother-in-law and be like, oh, she's just out of the blue, tell him that she's dating someone new. Because it's like, oh, okay. I mean, that's just part of breaking up and moving
Yeah, it's just
on
kind of
is-
like what's someone. How do you
You'll
want
see it
them
on
to respond?
Facebook or you'll see it somewhere. You'll hear about it and then you have the conversation and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to bring it up.
Period.
Yeah. So no worries. Don't stress that. Miss Beth, you have our third and final Brice advice.
Sure. Buckle up. Sure are.
Love when it starts like that. But if it's not that crazy, don't say buckle up. Like have some self-awareness.
Or just come up with a crazier story.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be true. Let's just talk about some juicy drama.
Okay, give it to us.
I have been on and off with someone for almost 3 years now. Well, 3 in October. Never extremely serious as in living together or anything like that, but serious enough that I was pregnant by him at one point. He does have kids, and I was aware of that. I confirmed that him and his children's mother were not together prior to starting this eventful, shitty 2.5 years. Well, he has now dropped me, but loves to come back around here and there. He would act weird sometimes, like we were together, but never wanted to put a title on anything or even remotely act right half the time. I did become attached to him as when we were good, and it is enjoyable being around him. I'm annoyed, kind of hurt, and slightly bitter over the constant playing around. I took what we had obviously more serious considering I was at one point carrying his child. Well, come to find out, him and his children's mother were a lot more involved than I knew. She has no idea about our situation at all. He loves to run to me now when they are either fighting or I don't know, when he's bored. I want to tell her, but not sure if that is a good idea. Do I sound extremely bitter? Should I leave it alone or tell sis about this man? He has threatened me over it, so I'm not sure if it is worth the drama. I feel like she should know, but I'm stuck on what to do. He should also feel the wrath of his actions. Help me. There's somebody that's seen it all that can handle a wrath, honey.
BLOCK. Block that man's. Say it with me.
Block.
BL.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I'll spell it out.
BLOCK. Block that man's. Get rid of him.
What do you mean he keeps coming back to you? How and why?
How and why?
That access should have been restricted
Access
and
denied.
a long
Access
time ago.
denied.
But it's not the point because I do believe that you are going to be denying access from this point forward.
Yeah, you have to be done. Remove yourself from the situation. I mean, they're exes for a reason.
Kaylee.
But what?
I want to tell her, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
Don't tell her.
Okay, that's what that's what you need to know.
I know that
We were gonna
I was
get on
getting
a-
there.
Okay,
You know me and my tangents.
I do. I don't think you tell her either.
Just remove yourself from the situation. They've been off and on and hot and cold, and you haven't even known all the interwebs of it. You still don't, and you never will. It is just get out of it.
This is the thing. She has got to be missing more than one brain cell if she doesn't think this man's has been running off. Like,
She knows
they're
it.
fighting.
That's why they've been
they're not
off
getting
and
along.
on.
That's why they've been off and on. Like when you're off and on with someone, you know, that's a great time and excuse
Something
for
else
someone to say,
I-
I didn't cheat on you. We weren't good then. We weren't talking then. I didn't cheat on you. It's so unbelievably ridiculously
Something else I don't
nauseating and toxic.
like.
What?
He threatened. What? He threatened telling his ex baby mama, or he threatened?
No, it's sounding like he's threatened her. Like, if you tell her, it's giving Joe Goldberg.
He's so scary and immature. And as a grown man, with children, if you can't make your mind up, you don't know what woman you want to be with. Like, it's ridiculous.
My thing is,
stop being an option. Stop giving him an option, because the way that you're just available enough that he can text you or call you, even if he can text your phone and you don't respond, stop. Block him. He doesn't need access to you.
it's just as disrespectful to yourself as he is to you. Like, you don't want to disrespect yourself just as much as he's disrespecting you. Do you know what I mean? I hate that you know about her, she doesn't know about you. Also, how do you know that she doesn't know anything about you? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
And she might.
how are there these situations? And I think that she does. An inkling. Women are so, like, the intuition's crazy.
He's trying to make you feel like you're a main character in his life, but you're really a supporting role, and you're in and out of scenes there when he wants you to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's
My English has been subpar this episode, but, like, thank you, Kaylee, for filling in.
no, that's okay. I just think, no, don't tell her. Don't make it any more messy. What's the point? They've been hot and cold for reasons beside you. You're just going to be another factor. They'll still be hot and cold. They'll still be off and on. It'll just be another thing for them to argue about. And
let another girl do the dirty work. Like, you're probably not the only one. And then they can just, because you don't need any more of a headache, bae. You don't deserve any more of a headache. But he is going to get the wrath of his actions.
he will.
And it doesn't.
Just let the Lord do it.
Yeah, because he's seen it all. He's seen more than you've seen, and he's heard more than you've heard.
And he knows every detail.
He does.
So,
ew,
mess.
he's so gross.
ABC your way out of it.
I don't even want to
And
tell
go
you what I think
silently.
he looks like.
No, but I would love to know what he looks like. Send us a pic, girl.
Look at us. Wink, wink.
What was I about to say? Oh, go quietly. Don't make a grand exit. Don't tell him, this is it. I'm done. I'm blocking you.
Don't
I
contact
wrote into
me
Brice
again.
Advice and they told me, don't bring us up to this scary man. He might threaten us.
I don't feel like that right now or ever.
Yeah. Get out. So
Get out right now.
we talked about Flicks and Fields, but we didn't talk about what we're going to watch this week.
Oh, what are we going to watch this week?
So this week we are going to watch Like Father on Netflix with Kristen Bell. I feel like I've seen it, or at least part of it.
It's okay.
She's like a workaholic and I think ran away at the altar. Like ran away from her wedding. Maybe like had a few too many.
We have seen this, I think, possibly.
With her estranged father, and then I think the whole movie is about rekindling their relationship. She ends up bringing her dad on the cruise that was supposed to be for her honeymoon. Just hilarious. It looks really fun.
We'll love it.
We'll love it.
We'll love it.
So, Like Father on Netflix. It's gonna be cutesy. We'll have to go get some movie theater popcorn and watch on our couch a mess.
As we do.
We have a prayer request for today, and this is a moomsie. Her name is Beth, name twin, and she's just wanting some prayers for upcoming final exams. And she said maybe just a general prayer for all the college girlies studying for testing season. And I know a lot of people Georgia's already had their graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's on different timelines, but I will absolutely love to cover you in prayer. And we're going to pray for our nail tech Kindle, as always. And
For Fiona to heal.
for Fiona's healing.
She's resting.
For our brother who is in Canada, who plays in the CFL, in the Canadian Football League. Is there anything else that's coming to mind?
For me to quit speaking in tongues like I did today.
I think you were great.
Do you?
Do you want to pray over your selfishness?
My selfishness.
Just kidding.
We never considered that you could be projecting. Do you know what I mean? It's always an option.
I'm not perfect, and I don't expect you to be.
That was our logo at our last church. I loved
No, it was
that.
like our tagline, or logo, mission statement, whatever. We're
Again,
not
I
perfect,
just
and
said
we don't
logo.
expect you to be.
It's not a logo. It's just not a logo. Like, a logo's a graphic. Pray.
I I love you.
Pray for.
I feel
My
like this
speech
episode went by
impaired.
so fast. Like, is there anything else we need to touch on?
Okay, well, let me rack.
You didn't say anything with your chest.
Rack City.
Rack City. I know I didn't. You didn't say anything with your chest.
I've been at such peace.
good.
Yeah. Nothing's really got me riled up, but has it though? Yep.
I'm sad.
La Quinta. Charleston by Wyndham. I'm calling them out. First, middle, and last.
Because you're just now okay.
So April 5th through the 6th, we went on an excursion to Charleston and we ran a 10K.
They know
You
about
remember? We might have new listeners. We're turning into Mrs. Worldwide's over here.
No, we are.
And we booked a hotel because it was affordable and it was in a good location. It was just what we needed, okay? At the La Quinta. Some of you were shaking your heads. Some of you were throwing up in your mouths if you had any experience like we did. Miss Angelina and I rode separately from the rest. We were coming a little bit behind. Mr. Runnan went and checked into our room. They call their baby barfing. They're like, no, this room.
No.
Kaylee was there. Well, I ended up smelling it. So it did smell like 120 dead bodies rolled over. It was astonishing.
And covered in cat pee.
We also had an outdoor entrance. I'm unsafe. Joe Goldberg.
Oh, I'm unsafe. And that wasn't advertised online. It was
No.
the indoor. And they said,
Y'all.
okay, you're in the next building over.
Whenever-
The next building over.
Uh-huh.
You were in the outhouse.
I was. Whenever I tried.
It smelled, oh, y'all. We walk in, the floors were
wet.
sopping wet. The walls were wet.
I
It
need
was
to know what happened in there and what they covered up.
Joe
So,
Goldberg.
If someone's like planting something with our DNA, like there's so many things that cross my brain.
Yeah.
Anyway, whenever I tried to go online and call the La Quinta, I called so many times, but the first time, I didn't even think that I could find the right one because I was like, there's no way this right here that they're showing was where we were. This Charleston by Wyndham, I was typing in the address over and over being like, that's not the right one. Because what they had on there was AI. It was 0.1 to a watt. It was ChatGPT generated. It took up so much water to create those stupid fake pictures on the interweb. So I booked through booking.com. Love them. And they truly did their part through all of this. But since it's a third party, you have to get in touch with booking.com for them to then contact the property. I'll explain. We stay on April 4th, the night of April 4th. We check out early the next morning on
5
April
a.m.
5th. We're supposed to stay 2 nights. No, ma'am. We booked a Hampton Inn, downtown Charleston. Like, we got that awesome situated.
Paid that cash money.
Paid that cash money. And we were supposed to get a refund. The La Quinta said, as long as you contact booking.com and they contact us, you'll get a refund. You'll get a full refund. I was okay with just getting a refund for the one night, but they did say we would get a full refund because we were like, it smelled unbelievable, almost killed us. This place is very unsanitary, very scary. Fast forward, I'm on the phone with booking.com. I'm on the phone with La Quinta. They're saying that they can't come to an agreement. I'm like, what do y'all mean?
Come to an
Yesterday,
agreement?
Literally yesterday. What day is it today?
Today's May 14th, so
Today's
yesterday, May 14th.
So this over a month ago, and I finally get my sweet meats at booking.com to speak with someone at the La Quinta. La Quinta was like dodging booking.com or however it went. They just weren't doing it to him. He got me a refund for the one night. Well, then I pushed back and I'm like, did I mention they stole our pillows? Because they stole 2 of Mr.
Yep.
Ryan's pillows. And I explained how I called.
One was a Four Seasons pillar. I think that pillar cost more than a night at La Quinta.
Whenever I called about the pillars, they were still there. Whenever we showed up for the pillars, they were gone. No one else had stayed in that room because we asked. So no one else stayed in that room. They were there and then they were gone. Workers stole them. He's like, I'm sorry, I was only able to get you refunded for the one night. I'm just taking what I can get at this point. But my saying with my chest is
Like, kind of do better, be better.
do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it and do it right. Advertise what the stupid hotel actually looks like.
Yep.
Don't steal. Clean rooms.
Yep. Dry rooms.
Honest
Dry rooms.
and open communication.
Yep.
Keep your word.
Timely response.
Timely response. I don't know what it's for. I'm not going to ask any questions, but I got refunded the $192. I guess that's what it was a night. Okay. I got a reward from booking.yeah for $75 this morning. Where are we going?
Oh, me.
Where are we going? I think it was a reward for my patience.
Let's
and my
book a trip.
kindness. Oh my God. You just flicked water across
Oh my
the room.
gosh.
It's on your eye. It's on your
Oh
forehead.
my gosh. I forgot that my wood chair has been sitting in my lap this entire time, and I like started to feel something cold and wet on my abdomen. I think I was feeling a little leakage, and when I pulled it up, the straw splattered. We're okay. I do have to say something.
You have water coming out of your nose. Looks like snot.
I think it is not. I've had to blow my nose this entire time.
That's what you needed to say. Then don't bow your head while we pray, because you'll be.
No. I've already sniffed too many times than I would have liked to this episode. I think it was 6 times. I'm sure someone's counting because I've been so self-conscious of my sniffing.
Okay, I hate that that's flogged. I hate that that's clogged. I hate that that's fogged your brain.
Fogged my brain. We're getting through it. One armor colostrum at a time. I'm healing my immunity. But also, I'm halfway through my couve.
You gotta go.
You don't understand?
You gotta go.
And I've been toughing it out.
Do you want me to pray? Do you need to go?
Oh my gosh. No, I'll pray. Well, would you like to pray? I'll stay for
I
the prayer.
wouldn't want the selfish girl to pray.
Beth Anne.
Bless you, Tootie.
Tootie sneezed, and that was such a cute little sound.
Bless you, little baby.
Kaylee.
Sorry, I like literally can't get enough of him. Oh, he's having a sneeze attack. Oh my goodness. Let's take it to the Lord. Oh, my bowels are talking. Okay. Dear God.
Kaylee.
I just had this wave of excitement come over me, of like a disbelief. And I do this from time to time, thinking about talking to and praying to the creator of the world, like the creator of all things. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Thank you, Jesus, that we can call on your name. I'm so excited to be here in my Twin Sisty this morning. Thank you, Lord, for waking us up. Thank you, Lord, for the thunder that woke us up. We need the rain. God, I pray for Beth, who is ready to attack these finals. God, I pray that you would give her remembrance as she's trying to retain all of the information that she's learned over the last semester. I pray for all of our moomies and poopies who are closing out either a high school year or college semester. Father, they would finish strong. I pray for our Big Daddy, and I pray that you would just keep him strong every single day, Lord, leading up to his next surgery. I pray for Kendall. I pray that you would put the right doctors in her path that can formulate the perfect treatment plan for her. I pray for Chase. I pray that you would keep him safe each and every day, Lord, as he's out of the country. I pray for his endurance every day through practices and meetings. God, I pray for his remembrance and learning the playbook. I pray for our safety as we travel in this tumultuous weather today and throughout the rest of the week. God, I pray that you would just have your hand on us. I pray, Lord, for the launch of Many Waters, and I pray that you would just guide us through each step in revealing just everything that we have been working on over the last year. Thank you, God, for every listener and viewer and for the opportunity we have to share our hearts with them. God, we love you so much. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
I was thinking about how we did not
even touch on
the
Many
launch of
Waters.
Waters.
And I
We've
meant
gotten
to,
so good at keeping it a secret from you guys.
seriously, it's been living in this complete other compartment of my brain. And so if you've missed it on our socials, we launched our faith-based clothing our faith-based clothing brand, Many Waters. And Many Waters comes from the verse Revelation 1:15, and it's actually the whole chapter is John describing a vision that he had of Jesus, and he describes Jesus's voice as the sound of many waters. And there's different parts of the Bible as well that have the term many waters, and some are about how the Lord draws us out of many waters. There's all different things, and it all ties into our name, our mission, our logo. It's so amazing. And so we'll be sharing more of that on socials, and the launch date coming way sooner
Follow
than
us
later.
on Shop Many Waters
Shop
Instagram.
Many Waters, SHOP Many Waters.
And if you tap the linkamus in the bio, you can be the first to find out whenever we launch.
Yep. It'll take you to our website. You enter your email, and you'll be the first to know when Many Waters goes live. Y'all.
How about date?
Okay, next week we're going to have to like wear sweat sets or something.
Yeah, and then talk about it.
Yeah, and then actually talk about
Like
it.
the origin,
All of it.
minds,
Maybe
our
we'll have a
hearts.
dedicated ep to Many Waters. Well, we'll still do our
We're
segments, but
We are creative strategists right now in this moment.
ChatGPT will help us
Wait, one to
expand our creativity.
liters and gallons. So crazy. So crazy nuts. Okay.
I love you.
As a reminder,
We love ya, and Jesus saves ya.
Bye.
Bye.